Good morning, friends, and welcome to yet another awesome session of Mindful Living. We truly appreciate your taking out the time and joining us today. You're joining the session. Your joining the session is a clear demonstration of your intention to improve the quality of your life. And good health is the foundational element of our quality of life. My yoga teacher used to say, Pehla sukh nirogi kaya, Duja sukh ghar mein ho maya. What that means is good health is the foundation to everything that we can have, that we need to have a good life. But in our busy lives, in our materialistic world today, we get the priorities mixed up and we give more priority to acquiring wealth rather than focusing on health. And often that has disastrous results. Today, we would like to share with you some very important components of having good health. Would you like to know what are the components of good health? If you would like to know what are the components of good health, please type RED in the chat box. Please type RED in the chat box if you would like to know what are the components of good health. Thank you, friends, for your responses. Some of you may have seen this ad of Eveready, which used to come a couple of years ago. Give me red. And I have made an acronym of that, which denotes rest, exercise, and diet. These are the three components of good health. Exercise and diet, we are very familiar with. Everybody talks about that. But what we often miss is the importance of rest and relaxation. And that is the third and very crucial pillar of our good health. Lack of sleep can have disastrous results. It leads to high blood pressure, heart attack, to risk of cancer, obesity, diabetes, weak immune system, and many other challenges. Even people, who are very healthy have lost their lives because they were not sleeping well. And that is the reason we have today organized this session on sleep to celebrate WHO's World Health Day. World Health Day falls on 7th of April every year. And it is a good reminder for us to dedicate ourselves to taking charge of our health. So all our sessions in the month of April are dedicated to improving the quality of our health and thus the quality of our life. To access our previous sessions of Mindful Living, click on the YouTube channel that we are sharing in the chat to access 150 plus videos from world-class speakers on different topics related to health, happiness, and well-being. Today's session is dedicated to sleep, which is a part of rest and relaxation that I mentioned about earlier. There are very few people who are qualified to speak on this topic. And our speaker today has got world-class credentials. She is the founder of Happiness Gurukul. In her earlier life, she had done a master's in design from NIFT, which is considered to be one of the foremost institutions in fashion design in the world. For more than a decade and a half, she had a very successful career in the retail and event designer and won many awards for her work on international platforms. While she was enjoying what she was doing, there came a point of time when she had to pause and reflect on the true purpose of her life. And that's when she decided to pursue the yoga practitioner course from the prestigious Yoga Institute of Bombay and became a wellness coach of mind-body medicine from Harvard Medical School and a certified happiness coach from Berkeley Institute of Wellbeing. Shruti, we are really very happy to have you with us today.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ashish. Very excited and looking forward to the session. Thank you.
Thank you. Shruti is doing some terrific work in helping people deal with their challenges of sleep, which abound a lot. I have personally used the techniques which have been shared by Shruti, and that helps me a lot. Friends, many of you are joining our session for the first time. If you're joining a mindful living session for the first time, please type M in the chat, FT in the chat box. If you're joining a mindful living session for the first time, please type FT first time in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you, friends. As many of you are joining our session for the first time, let me take a minute to introduce myself. My name is Ashish Kumar, and I am the founder of Mindful Living. I started Mindful Living in 2018. Prior to that, I worked in the corporate sector for over 25 years in senior management roles with organizations like Tata AIG, Future Generali, Marsh, HCL Healthcare, and Healthcare at Home. During the years of my working in the corporate sector, I saw how stressed the employees are in the corporate sector and the toll that is taking on their health and wellness. Being a certified mindfulness teacher, I thought to myself that the mission of living consciously needs to be taken to the employees in the corporate sector. And with a mission to impact the lives of 1 million people, we started Mindful Living. Over the last 5 years, we have conducted over 300 sessions for leading organizations, which include names like Aditya Birla Group, Tata Group, IBM, EXL, Swiggy, Signify, Schneider, Airbnb, Kotak Life, SDFC Life, and many more. The session today is being organized as a part of the Mindful Living community, which we started in April 2020 during the first lockdown. Few of my friends reached out to me and requested me to conduct a mindfulness session for them to help them deal with the stress and anxiety that the first lockdown was causing. So over a weekend, I conducted a session for 10 of my friends. One thing led to other. And over the last 3 years, we have grown to be a vibrant community of over 3,000 people who connect regularly to practice mindfulness. This is a very safe place for people to come, learn, and share about practicing mindfulness. We have no religious or political posts. Rather than talk more about the community, I would like to invite one of our community members, Narayan, to share his experience of being in the community. Narayan, you're on mute. Shruti, could you
unmute?
You.
Yes, yeah. Thank you. It was not allowing me to unmute, but yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Ashish. Good morning to everyone in this group. I'm Narayan Jaising. I'm from Bombay, right? Just like Ashish, I work in the corporate sector. I'm the chief business officer for a leading mobile advertising company called VServe, right? Done my graduation in engineering and postgrad in management from IIT Bombay. So the unfortunate part of being part of some good schools is that the pressure is immense because you see everyone performing at their best, right? And last year I came across Mindful Living through a Thank you. Sorry, it went on mute. Yeah. So last year I came across Mindful Living through a common friend. Attended one of the sessions like this on a Saturday, and for me it was like somebody got hold of my wish list, because the topics that we are looking for, the contemporary topics around overall livelihood apart from your work life, right? Be it mental health, be it physical health, be it overall spiritualism, right? Various topics on your aspects of day-to-day lifestyle have been covered here. I have personally joined some courses by Dr. Nupur Agarwal, right? Immensely bowled by the topics that Ashish picks up every Saturday, right? Thank you so much, Ashish, for all this. Thank you. And it's one of my favorite Saturdays to look for. And Ashish, in my friend circle, I always say that, they ask me that Saturday 11 to 12 or, 11 to 1, what is that you do? So I said, look, I'm going for a brain spa, So, so
nice.
I'm like, it's like a brain spa where before the call and after the call, there is a sea change, which one can experience within itself. So welcome everyone for another amazing session by Ms. Shruti Maheshwari. Thank you so much. And thank you, Ashish, for everything.
Thank you, Narayan, for sharing that. I really love this concept of brain spa. I'm going to use that now with your permission.
Absolutely.
And friends, if you would like to join our community, please click on the link that has been shared in the chat and join the community. We will welcome you there. The duration of the session is 90 minutes. And, please use the reactions button to show every. Can you hear me? Okay. To show appreciation, if something that Shruti says resonates with you, show love. Or if you have a question to ask, which we'll have towards the end of the session, use the reactions button and raise your hand so that we can pick you up in the order in which you have raised your hand. So on that note, Shruti, over to you. And welcome, Shruti, and welcome everybody else to this awesome session once again.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
now
morning.
you all know that I am a designer turned into a happiness coach. Just allow me a second. I'll just convert this view to the gallery view because I can't see people here. Yes, now I can see everyone. So in some time, you would know why and how I changed my career from being a retail space designer into becoming a happiness and sleep coach. Before we begin the session, I would like to congratulate all of you for taking this first step of taking charge of your sleep by showing up today in this beautiful session. So congratulations to all of you once again. Now tell me, are you ready from today to take charge of your sleep completely? Change your sleep story from today. Give me a thumbs up or heart in the reactions, or type Y in the chat box for me. Are you ready to master your mind? Are you ready to become unstoppable? Yes. Sleep is the single most reset button given to us, gifted to us by Mother Nature, which is there for us free of cost. Yet some of us find it so difficult to sleep effortlessly and easily every night. The way we get hungry and we eat food, we feel thirsty, we have water. Why can't we just sleep like that so easily? So are we ready? Yes, to take action from today? All right, great. So before we begin, I would just like to know, where are you from? So quickly type in the chat box for me your name and which city are you from. Let's see who all are there, from what parts of the country or from outside our country. Mumbai, Pune, Goa, all right. Pune, great. Chennai, New Delhi, Faridabad, okay. Nasik, all right. Bangalore, Delhi. Oh, I can't see anybody from Mumbai. I'm from Mumbai. Jaipur. Jaipur is also my hometown. Nice. Bhopal. Mumbai. We have someone from Mumbai. All right. Chennai. Great. Amritsar. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Sleep Like a Baby workshop. Now, with your permission, do I begin the session? We have to cover a lot of stuff, so let's come directly to the point. Let me begin by sharing my screen. Type Y in the chat box if you can see my screen clearly and also hear me clearly. Thank you so much. So friends, let's begin by addressing this important question. Why do you want to sleep like a baby? Just type in a few words or in a sentence for me in the chat box. Why do you want to sleep like a baby? Give me some words or a small sentence, a short sentence. Why do you really want to sleep like a baby? How does a baby sleep? Peacefully, soundly, without getting disturbed, without worried about the noises in the background, without getting up in the middle of the night, wakes up fully energetic and happy. To feel fresh, to feel healthy, to increase productivity. Yes, absolutely. What else? Why do you want to sleep peacefully every night? What difference would it make in your life? We need to understand why before we go ahead, how to do it. Yes, what about others? Rejuvenate body to feel blessed. Yes. Grateful. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Thanks. Now tell me, can you imagine yourself waking up like this every morning? Yes or a no? Even if it's a no for now, it's absolutely okay. But tell me in the chat box, yes or a no? Not yet. Okay. Yes. Great. Aditi says yes. Dayal says yes. Sudeshna, yes. Smita, no. Deepak says yes. But would you like to wake up like this every morning? Look at the face. Look at the contentment, the happiness on the face of this person. Yes, it is possible. We all can wake up like this. And your journey has already started. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Now, quickly tell me in the chat box, what is your biggest sleep challenge as on date? For example, it could be struggling to fall asleep. It could be tossing and turning in the bed for a few hours. It could be waking up in the middle of the night. It could be sleeping very well, but not feeling energized in the morning time. Nerve pains, jumble of thoughts, tossing, turning, scrolling Instagram. That's social media is a big problem today for everyone, right? A lot of screen time, thoughts, feeling sleepy even after waking up. Yes, sometimes pain in the legs, feels tired after waking up. Getting up in the middle of the night, fast-paced thoughts. Yes, so these are the common problems we all have, right? When we are struggling with sleep. Mentally fatigued, absolutely. Low energy, thoughts, surfing, not energized. Thank you, friends. Thanks for sharing. So today, takeaways from this session are going to be, first, we'll find your sleep score. Second, we'll understand the science behind sleep. Third, discover 6 secrets to start sleeping well from today. And then we are going to do a very powerful life practice to activate your new sleep pattern, to sleep every day effortlessly. Are you ready for all these takeaways? If you're ready, type R in the chat box. There's so many people in the room. I would like to hear from everyone. Come on, take action. Type R for me. Great. Thank you. So let's begin. Today, we are also going to gift you this workbook, which will help you to track your progress of sleep from today. This will be given to you after the session. It will come to you through an email. So now I want all of you to quickly grab a piece of paper and a pen, if you can, or just do this in your mind, okay? I want you to check these columns and see where you are. Which column are you a part of? These ticks are just an example. You have to put your own ticks. So the column that has 5 or more than 5 ticks is your column, and that becomes your sleep score. For example, if you are in the first column and you are red, you are someone who cannot fall asleep till 2-3 a.m. or awake all night or sleep in morning, feels fatigued all during the day, always worrying about sleep, whole day, 24/7, vicious cycle of sleep, stress is there. Then you are in first column, which is red. Now, if you're someone who is still sleeping, but waking up many times, sleeping enough, but not feeling fresh in morning, depend a lot on caffeine, that stimulant coffee shot in the morning to wake you up. You are so tired, you don't have the energy for your workouts. Your social life is getting impacted. Your relationships are getting impacted. You're doing a lot of emotional eating to de-stress yourself because of lack of sleep. If you have all these things going on in your life and your ticks are 5 or more than 5 in the column number 2, then your score is yellow. And if you are in green, please type in the chat box if you are green. You're sleeping very well, deep, waking up energized, you're having good work-life balance. Still, you are here in the workshop. Great. So you are here probably to further improve the quality of your sleep. Is that why are you here? Type for me in the chat box. If you are in green and you're still here, you really want to further improve the quality of your sleep and your life. Great. Now tell me, which color are you? All of you, red, yellow, or green? So type R, Y, or G in the chat box. You could be a mix of red and yellow also. Sometimes red, sometimes yellow, sometimes green. Yes? Most of you are in red, as I can see, yellow. What about others? Red and yellow, okay. Middle of green and yellow, okay. YG, okay. Mostly yellow, but sometimes mix of things. All right, so keep this score with you. We'll work on it. Type yes now if you want to change your score. If you are in red, you would like to go in yellow. If you're in yellow, you would like to go in green. Right, from red to yellow to green. Great. So now, before we go ahead, coming to the actions that we need to take, I would like you to have a glimpse of what is going around globally in sleep. Just to make you understand that you are not alone. The World Health Organization, WHO, has declared sleep loss epidemic globally. There are a lot of countries in Africa and Asia that are impacted, but just have a look at this sales figure of US melatonin sales. Melatonin is a sleep supplement. It is a sleep hormone which is given as supplement by the doctors. Can you see the graph going up? How the sales had just been going up from 2005 to 2020. This shows that how many people today are struggling with their sleep quality all across the globe. And that's why WHO has declared this epidemic. Now let's look at India. India is the second most sleep deprived country on the planet. Can you tell me in the chat box which is the first most deprived country of the world? India is second, so which is the first one? Let's see who knows. US, no, not US. I'll give you a hint. There is something on the screen already. Japan, yes, it is Japan. According to the newly released study, India is the second most sleep deprived country, closely ranking behind Japan, as you can see on the first image on the screen. And the second one, you can see a publication from Business Line that says sleep deprivation is one of the reasons behind all the rising incidences of serious illnesses today. Right? I'm not going in depth what are these serious illnesses because we are anyways scared of sleep. So why induce fear? We all know the negative impacts of not sleeping well and the positive result of sleeping well, right? So I'm not going to focus and make you scared that what could happen if you're not sleeping well. We all know that. A recent study was done in which they call sleep a biological mystery. And this is such a beautiful study by Matthew Walker, who is a sleep scientist. He has written a lot about sleep, calling it a biological mystery. So friends, in ancient times, back in the era of our evolution, sleep was considered as something which takes us to a kind of a state of paralysis, right? Because we are not aware of our surroundings that time. So back then, people were not so keen in sleeping for long hours because they were scared of the attack of wild animals, because a human would live in a jungle, in the caves. They had to protect themselves from the wild animals. So sleep was considered not such a good thing, and people would ward off animals by lighting a fire in the jungle. Since then, sleep has always been a biological mystery. Then when it is not that great, because we are not aware of our background, we can be attacked. We just don't know what's happening around us. Why sleep? But in last 20 years, a lot of study has been done on the importance of sleep. And it has been now recommended, especially to all the youngsters who compromise on their sleep because of their studies, or the entrepreneurs who compromise on sleep because of their work. It has been advised to them in order to take care of their health, their immunity. Immunity is so important. We understand its importance, especially after the COVID times. Immunity, sleep is the most powerful superpower that we have to boost our immunity from within. No amount of exercise, diet can help as much as sleep can help to keep our immunity intact. Sleep fights malignancy, prevents infection, wards off sickness, balances the insulin, circulates glucose, which means it keeps diabetes in check, regulates appetite, controls body weight. So people who are working out in the gym all the time, trying to lose weight, cannot lose weight or maintain a healthy weight without sleeping well every night, because it really impacts our metabolism and digestion. Flourishes microbiome. Microbiome means our gut health. Our gut hosts good and bad bacteria. Our motto should be to increase the quantity of good bacteria, because good bacteria are directly related to our mental health, to our mood swings, to our happiness hormones like serotonin and dopamine. And all these has a direct impact on the quality of our sleep. So gut health. How many of you have always heard from the Ayurvedic doctors, when you go to them for any illness or disease, the first question they ask you is, how is your stomach? Do you know that? Do you think this is there? If you think this is there, then type Y. That the Ayurvedic doctors are always asking you, how's your stomach? How's your digestion? And we always wonder, oh, we have come here for some other problem, not the stomach problem. Why? Because in Ayurveda, which is very important, ancient medicine, our own country's important study, it says that all the problems originate from our gut, from our stomach. That's why they check the stomach first. And sleep plays a very important role in keeping the gut healthy. Then it lowers BP. Okay, it keeps our blood pressure in check, and hence it strengthens our cardiovascular system. This list is such a long list that the entire book can be written on the power of sleep. I've just brought some common bullet points here, which are relatable to most of us. So sleep, which is a biological mystery, is established as a very, very important component of our lifestyle today. It is needed, and we should have it in optimum quality and quantity both. You are not alone. I would like to take a few minutes here to tell you my story, something that I said at the beginning, at the start of my presentation, that how from a designer, I became a happiness and sleep coach. So friends, as I say, you're not alone. In my teenage years, I also struggled a lot with my sleep. This is around 20 years back from now, 20 years back. I used to sleep very well, but then there came just one night when I could not sleep, and I was up till morning. Whole night I was up, and then there was sunrise, and I could hear the birds chirping. I could see the sunlight from the window, and I got so worried that what happened? Someone who was called Kumkaran of the house is now up all night. What just happened? And whole day I felt low on energy. Whole day I worried what happened, why I didn't sleep last night. And then I carried on with my day. And then this again happened after a week. Again, I was up till 2, 3, struggling to sleep, while I was amazed that how come a person like me who slept so well suddenly is fighting with, sleep. And I started telling this to my parents. If any of this story of mine is relatable to yours, type me in the chat box as I'm talking. Type me if anything is relatable. And suddenly everybody in my family took my sleep as a project of theirs while they were sleeping nice. And I was happy for them that they were sleeping nice. But somewhere this little me was a little jealous that how come everybody is sleeping so easily? God bless them. That why? But why not me? So they would sleep very well. And I have to present them my report card every morning that I did not sleep. And then everybody would say, don't worry, you will sleep. And I did not know where to go. So many months passed by. And then I happened to meet a family doctor, a psychologist, who gave me pills. And because back in those times, there was no internet, there was no awareness, and all your near and dear ones care for you so much, they worry for you so much that they also sometimes push you to see you struggle, that take some pills for some days. I ended up taking those pills for so many months and years. And there was no sleep coach, there's no friend who could help. I was so good in my academics, in my studies. That year, I topped India in my design field. And I was surprised that if I'm so smart and intelligent and a happy person overall, full of life, it's just the sleep that has become such a big thing in my life, impacting the way I looked, my relationships, my social circle got impacted. In my family, nobody talked anything else with me except checking on me. Did you sleep well last night? And whole day, what I was doing, 24/7, whether I will sleep tonight. What if I don't sleep tonight? How will I look? How will I feel? How will this impact my health? Why is it so happening? And then I read somewhere that this problem is called insomnia. And then life changed. I started calling myself insomniac. And my identity changed. I told everybody, announced, I have insomnia. How many of you call yourselves insomniacs? You have tagged yourself as an insomniac. And that further added to the problem of your sleep. Many of you are typing direct message to me. Okay. Type to everyone. Let everyone know we are all one team right now. Nobody is judging here. Okay. We all are one team with one goal, which is to start sleeping better. Thanks, friends, for participating. So many of you have written me, right? Vicious circle. The worry of sleep only doesn't let us sleep. There is no other problem, right? All the other stresses of life take a back seat. They wait to be solved. All the problems take the back seat. The main problem that you have today is not sleeping. And the worry of not sleeping only is not letting you sleep. Do you think this is relatable? The more you worry, the more you chase sleep, the further it goes away. Just like a butterfly, you chase a butterfly, it flies off. The moment you stand still, it will just come on you. You're chasing it, right? And then I changed my story without realizing how I changed. I started my own venture by the name of Blue Garage. I did a lot of good work, won a lot of accolades across the globe. And then COVID happened. And again, for a very short while, my sleep got disturbed because of some personal loss during COVID. And then I thought that last 20 years, I slept very well. And now again, I'm going back to where I was in my teenage. This time, I would not make that happen. So then, because I had a lot of time, I went into deep research, deep study of sleep, happiness, mental health. I did a lot of inner work. I took lot of certificates, not just to gather certificates. This was my own study. This was just for myself. Back then, I did not know I would be helping so many people today. I just thought I would work on my own sleep so that I don't go back to that old times. And so I did mind body medicine course from Harvard. I did a certified happiness coach program from University of Berkeley. I did a yoga practitioner course from the Yoga Institute in Mumbai, which is one of the oldest yoga institutes in the country. I did a foundation practice of pranic healing. What I got in return was a beautiful concoction of Western science and Eastern practices. And I acquired all the tools and techniques from Harvard, also from my happiness program and the Yoga Institute. And here I got the complete toolbox ready for me from all parts of the world. And I got so excited because then I started working on myself. Within 10 to 15 days, I again started sleeping better, even with that personal loss that happened. Very unfortunate thing that happened during COVID. But within 10 days, I got my sleep back. And then I understood that in order to take life's ups and downs, to become a better stress manager, you got to really sleep well so that you can take care of yourselves and you can also take care of others. I started applying all that newly found knowledge. I started exercising in a very different way, which was no more just a workout for me in the gym. My idea of workouts changed. It was more to do with my brain exercises. We have so much of time to spend for our physical workout. Why can't we spend just 10 minutes every day for our brain muscles also, is what I figured out. And I started working on that. I started my in-depth research and study on various topics of mental health, like happiness, like sleep, breath work, so many brain exercises that we can do every day, which don't take more than 10 minutes and can take care of every aspect of our well-being. And then after doing all this, doing my inner work, working on myself, transforming my own health on a very, in a very different way, I was then having this inner fire, inner passion that started building up, that now what do I do with this toolbox? I would love to share this with others. So what is it that I can do? I launched Happiness Gurukul. Happiness is the umbrella term for me, and happiness is what I say is everything. Whatever we want to achieve today in life is because of for this happiness, which you could call as fulfillment in life, you could call it contentment in life, you could call it anything, right? But why do you want to sleep well today? So that you feel happy in life, right? So ultimately, we all are trying to become happy and contented. So for me, happiness is the umbrella term of health and fitness. And then magic started happening once I launched my venture with the intention of trying to help more and more people. I got multiple invitations from various esteemed organizations, and I happened to meet Ashish through a common friend. And I have deep gratitude for Mindful Living community. I've been associated with them for more than 1 year now. I came there just as a student to have my own brain spa. In return, I also got so many opportunities where I could talk to people. And Ashish made me a speaker, one of the speakers of Mindful Living community. And that happened. My college invited me, National Institute of Fashion Technology, where I have done multiple courses for them on the subject of happiness and sleep. Then I was also called by FIBE, which was called Early Salary at the start. I was invited at this Global Impact Summit that happened at Watson University in Hyderabad, on which I spoke a lot about ancient Indian wisdom. So there were 15 countries and delegates from various countries who participated. I represented India. While everyone got their Western science there, I was very lucky to bring on stage our ancient Indian wisdom, which has contributed a lot in the Western world. So all the universities like Harvard, Henson Benry, whatever they are teaching today, 80%, I would say, comes from India, is what I have realized after doing my own trainings under them. So why not learn from our own country? So this was the topic. Now, that was all about my story. Now I would like us to go ahead and take this journey forward, come quickly, how we can improve our sleep quality. I just wanted to give you my introduction, give you a glimpse of what is going around the globe, so that you gain confidence that you are not alone in your sleep struggle, right? The entire globe is trying to cope up with it. As a speaker, now you know that I'm also just like one of you, just that I worked on my sleep. I understand what works, what doesn't work. I understand how to change around the sleep story from being a sufferer to becoming master of sleep. Do you want to become master of sleep just like I did with my own life? Do you want to change your sleep story just like me? If you want to do that, type yes in the chat box. Type yes. I would love to hear from more of you. If you think my story is relatable, some parts of it is something which you're also going through. And if I can recover, I could recover from those 5 years of medicines that I took, right? So many consequences and side effects without any help. Today, at least you have information. You have people who are ready to help you. So definitely you can change your sleep story, right? Okay, so let us begin then. Do you want to know sleep secrets? Come on, chat with me. Keep the interaction going on so that I know you are there with me, because I cannot see any of you. I can just read you. So keep on chatting with me. Yes? All right. Let's start by talking about 6 reasons why you don't sleep well today. What are those 6 reasons? Before talking about the 6 reasons, I want you to understand how mind, body, and sleep are connected. So our body is divided into central nervous system, peripheral nervous system. We would not go much in detail, but I want you to just understand the difference between 2 types of nervous system so that you understand what is going on inside us, why we are not sleeping. So there are 2 types of nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Okay. In order to sleep well, your parasympathetic nervous system should be activated, not sympathetic. For example, what if I ask you that there is a tiger in front of you? There is a tiger in front of you. Tell me quickly in the chat box, what will you do? What will you do if there is a tiger standing in front of you? Run. Fear. Yes. Run, 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 run. Fight or flight. Absolutely. Fight, flight, or freeze mode. Run. So what happens when you want to run? What will happen? Our body will shut down the other systems that are not important at that point, so that enough energy, enough blood is given to the limbs so that we can run as fast as possible. We run like never before, yeah, to survive. So what happens? Body shuts down digestive system also, because that is not needed that time. That energy that is used by other systems is now given to our legs, to our limbs. Blood flow is there in our limbs. There is instant rush of oxygen so that we get all the energy to run. Now there's a tiger and you're running, and you'll be amazed that how could you run so fast? You never thought you could run so fast to survive yourself. This is sympathetic nervous system getting activated here to help us survive so that we live. Now just replace this tiger with your worry of sleep. Now this sleep is in front of you in place of tiger. You're worrying whole day, 24/7. Isn't your sympathetic nervous system always activated throughout the day? Whole day, you're in the zone, as if something has happened which you need to correct. There is some huge mountain of worry, a ghost-like thing that you need to solve, which is sleep. So when you're always in this zone, how can you sleep? You got to shift from this to parasympathetic. Parasympathetic is also called rest and digest mode. Why? Because our digestion, our rest, everything is happening properly. In sympathetic, you will always have issues in your body, diabetes, high BP, heart-related issues, digestion goes for a toss, bad metabolism. Why? Because body is working to make you de-stressed all the time and shutting down or slowing down the other systems. How many of you think that your digestion is disturbed today because of lack of sleep? Type me in the chat box. If you think, yes, digestion, metabolism, eating habits, weight gain, obesity, maybe some weight gain, emotional eating, sluggishness, laziness, lethargy, fatigue, sugar spikes, BP fluctuation, all these things are there which were never before and could be because of the sleep, and you know that. which means you're always in sympathetic zone. Quickly, have a look at this image. Left side is the sympathetic, how our body changes physiologically. Eyes, heart, increased heartbeat. We breathe heavily. We sweat. How many of you can relate to this, that when you're not able to sleep at night, your palms become sweaty, or suddenly you will have this hot flush at the middle of the night. Your heart will start palpitating. You will feel your heartbeat going high, or you're breathing very fast because of the racing thoughts. How many of you think that's your story? If that's your story, type S in the chat box. If your heartbeat changes, your breathing changes, you're feeling anxious, you feel some sweat on your forehead or on your palms when you're trying to sleep. Is that relatable? No? Nobody feels that? That's great. Yes? Pulse high, right? Yes. That is sympathetic nervous system. On the right side, you'll see just the opposite. Parasympathetic, when your heart is beating fine, you're breathing well, your digestion is in place, that is parasympathetic. So look at the lower bar now, the blue bar. Reason number one is panic, sleep anxiety, worry about sleep all the time. That doesn't let you sleep well. That is your reason number one. Reason number two, how many of you think that you have a disrupted body clock? That could be the reason why you're not sleeping well. Your body doesn't know when to wake and when to sleep automatically. During the daytime, when you should be fully awake, that is the time you're yawning, feeling lethargic. And at nighttime, when you should be sleeping well, you are wide awake. It's opposite. Your body clock is disrupted. Body doesn't know the difference between day and night. We all have this inner body clock. Every cell, every muscle, every organ of our body has got this inner intelligence called inner body clock, which is always in tune with the universe, the nature. It is called circadian rhythm. It is also called dincharya. But in Western science, this term is called circadian rhythm, right? Type me wherever you think this is relatable. You could probably have one reason relatable, two or more than two reasons. So wherever you think you resonate with something, type me. So this graph gives you a rough idea of how circadian rhythm is, how you sleep at the right time, how you wake up at the right time. It's a play of two hormones. You can see in the graph, there are two red words, melatonin and cortisol. Melatonin is a sleep hormone. Cortisol is a wakefulness hormone, the stress hormone that is also needed to make us fully awake and productive for the day. So these two hormones get imbalanced when we have a disrupted body clock. That could be your reason number two. Third reason, look at the blue bar below. How many of you can relate with this? Repetitive thoughts, habits, and action. You're just repeating the same thoughts whole day, repetitively. Same thoughts, same worry about sleep. Whether I will sleep tonight, what will happen if I don't sleep? How will that affect my health? How will that affect my appearance? You know, how will I start looking? Look at my skin, look at my hair. How many of you think there is a lot of repetition going on in your life regarding sleep? And because of that, there are repetitive habits and the actions. This science is called neuroplasticity. And the good news is that we can always change our brain pathways because our brain is malleable. With repetition, you have trained your mind to not sleep. Now, with repetition again, we can reverse this, create new brain pathways so that now you can start sleeping well. How many of you want to change your brain pathways from today? Rewire your mind, train your mind to start sleeping. How many of you want to do that? Then type me in the chat box. Come on, type me. How will I know that you want to really work on this? This is such a beautiful topic, neuroplasticity, where we can change our brain, the structure of our brain. Isn't that amazing? We can change the structure of the brain, right? Thanks for sharing. Reason number 4, quickly. How many of you don't exercise or move around enough because of lack of exercise? I'm not talking about hard workouts in the gym. I'm just talking about movement, walking. Because you are waiting for the day that the day you start sleeping well, you have energy, then you will start having more movement and exercise in your life. Some of us who don't sleep well at night try to sleep in the morning time, during the day. We like to cope up, balance out, and try to sleep during the day. Yes, morning time, we are not energetic. So there is lack of movement. And when there is lack of movement, our limbic system and vagus nerve get impacted. Not going in depth, but just to tell you, limbic part of the brain is responsible for our basic survival. This is the part of the brain that is responsible for our hunger, for our memory, for our forgetfulness or remembering things, for reproduction, sleep. This is the part of the brain that helps us to be in our optimum well-being. This gets disturbed when it doesn't get enough oxygen, enough movement. Vagus nerve on the right side is the main nerve of the body that connects our brain to our abdomen, and it is responsible to shut off flight, fright, or freeze response, which is the sympathetic nervous system. So now you have to just understand that these are the parts of the body that are important to be taken care of if we want to sleep well every day effortlessly. This is automatic. But I want you to first understand what is happening so that when we do certain things, you are able to understand what is happening inside you. How is it changing the structure of your brain from inside? So this is reason number 4. How many of you take a lot of stress, are on pills, take a lot of medicines when not needed, especially antibiotics and painkillers? How many of you would just pop in a medicine for anything, body pain, let's take a painkiller, feeling tired, there's headache, let's take a painkiller. Yes, antibiotics are needed when you have certain infection. Definitely, then you have to take full course. But sometimes you just end up taking antibiotics for a normal cold or cough. These also play a very important role in disturbing our gut health. Not chewing well, watching screen while eating, not eating mindfully. So all these things really disturb our gut health, and gut health is directly related to our sleep. Our gut is called second brain. So gut-brain connection is very important. And this could be your reason number 5. How many of you can relate to this screen? I'm sure all of us can relate, right? Too much screen time during the day till night, heavy dinner before sleeping. Look at this gentleman on the screen eating heavy food before sleeping. Look at this person working on the laptop. It's 2:35 a.m. in the morning. Depending on stimulants, alcohol might seem to give you good sleep sometimes, but in the long run, it would just have other bad consequences. Sleep is just superficial with that, right? Scrolling social media, being on the screen, the blue light disrupts our melatonin hormone. And having heavy food before night, we all know, disturbs with the digestion of the body. And when the body is busy digesting food all night, it'll have no time to make you sleep deep. So these are the basic bedtime hygiene checklist, which I think we all can relate to today. Is it relatable, friends? Any of these 6 reasons, if you thought 1, 2, 3, or all the 6 reasons are your reasons, then type yes in the chat box. Even if there is one reason that you can relate to, type yes in the chat box. You could be in red, yellow, wherever, whichever color, even if in green. Something which is relatable, something which you think you must work on to improve the quality of your sleep. And now if I have to ask you this question, that today in our life practice that we are just now going to begin in a few moments from now, let's do one powerful thing today that takes care of all the 6 reasons, that takes care to deactivate your sympathetic nervous system today and shift you to a parasympathetic nervous system where lies deep rest, deep relaxation, so that you can drift to sleep naturally from today. So if I have to tell you that what is that one thing that you should do, I just talked about it, just as a revision, I'm checking if you are listening to me closely. So fill in the blank for me. So the answer lies in, to correct those 6 reasons, the answer lies in what is it that we need to do? That is the reason, screen time. That is one of the reasons. What is it that we need to do now? Breath, okay. Eat right, okay. Vagus nerve, okay. Change habits. Just tell me, what is it that you need to switch to? Yes, Captain Shrikant wrote it right. Parasympathetic. The answer lies in your parasympathetic nervous system. Do you all want to practice a very deep relaxation exercise with me right now to immediately shift to parasympathetic nervous system? If your answer is yes, type yes in the chat box. Yes, enough of theory, enough of gyan. Now let's come to the action. Okay, I will give all of you 2 minutes right now to take a comfortable seat. Sip some water. Keep yourselves hydrated. Water is important. Grab a yoga mat if that is somewhere near you. It'll be nice if you could lie down on your yoga mat. If that is not possible, you can lie down on your bed, lie down on your sofa, but make sure that the sofa is wide enough and you don't lose balance during the practice. If lying down is not an option, you may choose to sit on your chair, but make sure that you have some back support, so that you don't lose your balance while sitting on the chair. I'll give you 2 minutes to settle down. You may choose to dim the lights of your room. Just don't make it absolutely dark because I don't want you to sleep right now. It's morning time. No sleeping, but you can dim the lights of your room. Can you just give me a thumbs up in the chat box if you're here, if you're back? Okay. So you don't have to look at the video. All you have to do is listen to me. So I'm okay if you keep your videos off. I would just play some nice music for us. Meantime, just settle down quickly. Ashish, could you just give me a thumbs up if the music is clear, audible, and my voice is also audible? Please give me a thumbs up. All right. Now I want all of you to either lie down on your yoga mat, sofa, on the bed, or sit comfortably on your chair. Remove your footwear, remove your specs. Look at one point in front of you and then very gently close your eyes. If you are sitting, then place your palms on your thighs, palms facing upwards towards the ceiling. If you're lying down, then place your palms on the side of your body. Keep a comfortable distance between your feet. Take few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale normally, like you usually do. A gentle smile on your face. Now I want you to focus on your groin area, on the lower abdomen, the pelvic area. Squeeze it a little, very gently, and relax it. Again, squeeze the groin area, the lower pelvic area, very gently, and then relax it. Once again, do the same thing. Relax. Now, as you relax your lower pelvic, you would realize and observe that the energy is automatically going in your legs. And you feel that your legs are also automatically getting relaxed. You can instantly feel the heaviness of your legs on the surface you are lying on. Consciously relax your legs again by taking your focus on your thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and your feet. Observe the weight of your legs on the surface you are lying on, or the chair that you're sitting on. Move your feet a little from left to right and relax them. Now your both legs are relaxed completely. Now I want you to shift your focus to your stomach. Notice how you're breathing, how your stomach is rising and falling as you inhale and exhale. Now I want you to imagine how your organs are looking from inside your stomach. Say thanks to all the organs present here. Your stomach, liver, pancreas, gallbladder, intestines. Say thanks to all these organs for working for you 24/7 without your interference. Nourishing you, giving you energy. Say thanks to all the organs present here. Try to visualize how they are looking from inside. Now shift your focus to your heart. Imagine how your heart is looking from inside, pumping blood rhythmically. It is working for you so beautifully all the time without any interference from you. Have gratitude towards your heart. Say thanks to your heart. Our heart has the capacity to hold all the emotions like self-love, forgiveness, acceptance. Load your heart with love towards yourself right now and feel your heart expand. Your heart is becoming bigger and bigger and expanding and radiating in the space around you right now. Our heart has electromagnetic field and it has the power to expand in the space around us. Feel this expansion right now as you fill your heart with forgiveness towards self, with acceptance, and with lots of self-love. Now I want you to shift your focus to your back, to your tailbone. Now relax each vertebra of your spine one by one, from your spine, from your lower side of your spine to the neck. Take your focus to your tailbone and move your focus from there towards your neck, relaxing each vertebra one by one as you shift your focus from your tailbone to your middle back, to your upper back, to your neck. Now I want you to take your focus to your throat, relax your voice box, relax your thyroid gland. Say thanks to your thyroid gland, which is a master switch of your body. Say thanks to your voice box that lets you express in this world. Now relax your jaw, separate your teeth, relax your facial muscles and your nose. Relax your eyes. Very gently squeeze them and relax them. Relax your brain, your forehead, skull. Relax your hair. Relax your entire head, your backside of the neck, shoulders, arms, forearms, elbows, palms and fingers. Now your whole body is trying to relax on its own. Allow it. And if you feel tension in any part of the body right now, take your focus there and relax it. Observe your breathing. And if your mind gets distracted right now, it's absolutely okay and normal. Don't push away your thoughts. Let the thoughts come and go. Don't force yourself to stop these thoughts. Just observe them like a third person, like a passive observer, without getting involved in your thoughts, without judging them. Let your thoughts come and let your thoughts go. Just observe them with a smile on your face. And now very gently and lovingly bring your mind back to your breath. Focus on your chest, how it is rising and falling with each breath that you inhale and exhale. Notice how your stomach is rising and falling in rhythm with your breath. Notice how your chest and abdomen both are rising and falling in rhythm as you inhale and exhale. Understand the idea of impermanence in life, that nothing is permanent. What has happened and will never come back. What has happened a few years back is over. What has happened 2 months ago is over. What happened 2 days ago is also over. What happened today morning is also gone and will never come back. Even the last breath that you just took is also over and gone. Every breath is going away. So there is nothing that is permanent in our lives. So why worry about the past, because it's over. What will happen in the future is not absolutely under our control. It is going to be beautiful. What we can really control is this moment, this present moment that we are in right now, the moment that is now. This is where lies ultimate relaxation and rest, peace and joy. Feel this present moment right now. Let the past go. Let the future come while you stay in this beautiful present moment. And if your mind wanders, it's now easier to get your mind back to the present moment. You are much more in control of your mind now. As you don't push away your thoughts, you just let them flow, just like a river stream, flowing. Thoughts coming, going, flowing in front of you, and you're just looking at them like an observer without getting involved. You have a gentle smile on your face as you feel this deep relaxation right now. You can observe your legs getting heavier and heavier and heavier on the surface that is under you. Even if you want to move your palms right now, it's not so easy because of the weight that they have. They are so heavy, deeply rested. All that is moving right now is your chest and your abdomen going up and down with your deep breaths. All you are right now enjoying this deep relaxation, that deep rest, and this little joy that comes along with this relaxation right now. Suddenly, you feel light from within as your body gets heavier. Now the thoughts don't impact you, they are just there. You have a smile on your face as you enjoy this beautiful relaxation. I want you to observe how you're feeling right now. I want you to be awake and aware and not sleep. Don't open your eyes. Just feel this feeling of relaxation. Become aware how you're feeling right now. Stay with yourself for a few more moments and enjoy the relaxation. Check your breath. Has it gone deeper than before, or is it still shallow? Check your heartbeat. Check each and every part of your body, how it is feeling. Stay with yourself without moving. Have deep gratitude towards yourself. Say thanks to yourself for taking this first action of taking charge of your sleep and life. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge the exercise. Just trust the process. Observe your body, how it is feeling. Observe how you're feeling mentally and emotionally, how this present moment feels like. Fill your heart with love and gratitude. Let go things that are not under your control. Let them go. Surrender. Don't open your eyes. Now I want you to take a turn towards one side. Take a gentle turn towards one side where you're lying down without opening your eyes. Fold your knees. Make a pillow of your arms and place your head on your arms. And be there for some more moments. Now very gently sit down without opening your eyes. Sit in cross-legged, or if you're sitting on the chair, then just keep sitting there. Those who are lying down, sit with your legs crossed, eyes closed. Don't move yet. Be with yourself.
Be with yourself. And when you are ready, very gently open your eyes.
Check your physical state, mental state, and emotional state right now. This is the present moment. This is the moment when you cannot take any bad decisions in your life. This is parasympathetic mode. How are you feeling? Type for me in the chat box. If you don't wish to speak, that's also perfectly okay. You can just give me a heart or a thumbs up so that I know you're feeling good. Thank you. This was just a small practice that we did, I think, hardly for 8 to 10 minutes, not more. Instantly to feel how we can switch ourselves from sympathetic to parasympathetic. Play this every day. If you want, I can edit an audio file and share in the group with all of you. Play this. If you practice this during the day, wonderful. It is said that the power of progressive body scan, which is also an Eastern practice of Yoga Nidra, it's a mix. What today I made you do is a part of sophrology. Sophrology is a Western science that has fused the concepts of Western medicine with Eastern practices and come up with levels 12, out of which this progressive body scan is an instant way to shift our body and mind to this relaxation practice. Ideal time, do it in the daytime between 12 to 3 p.m. But do not sleep when you do it. Feel the relaxation. This way you train your mind to sleep well at night. And if you choose to play this and practice this before sleeping in the bedtime, then it is okay if you sleep in between while listening to the audio. Just remember not to sleep during the daytime if you practice this. Even 10 to 15 minutes of progressive body scan, they are equivalent to 3-4 hours of deep quality sleep of night. So the day you feel less of energy because of sleep loss, do this. It is as good as 4 hours of deep sleep. That's why ancient yogis would sleep very less, still feel great and charged for life because they would practice Yoga Nidra, which is a small component of this. Okay, there is a lot that we can do in this journey. Because the time is less, I thought, let me at least make you experience a slight switch between these two nervous systems. And I have designed a 21-day journey going ahead from here. I have conducted a lot of batches in my 21 days of my 21 days program, which is called Sleepify. The latest batch just got concluded yesterday night. 21 days only to transform your sleep, because there are so many tools I am excited to share with you. And these are the tools which I have designed, keeping in mind that don't take a lot of time on a day-to-day basis. Because as a working professional myself, I wouldn't have a separate 1 hour or 2 hours assigned to work on my sleep. I would need something which is quick, which won't take more than 10 minutes, easy to do, very practical, but has huge outcome in terms of the quality of sleep, the quantity of sleep, and beyond sleep. What is beyond sleep? When we are just not living, but thriving in our lives. I have some testimonials for you to show you how these people changed their sleep story completely. And not just in 21 days. Some people changed on day 5. Then they start progressing. They get better on day 7, better on day 15. Then I wake up to these messages every day morning that 5 years of insomnia going away, sleeping pills going away, migraine, headache going away. If you allow me and give me permission, I would like to share with you what is the structure of these 21 days, how people have benefited, I would take not more than 10 to 15 minutes. So if I have permission to share with you what I have designed for you, please type P in the chat box. Type P in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you so much. Would love to share. So I'll share my screen again. I invite you to join 21 days of sleep transformation, which includes 25 activities to change your sleep story. These 21 days are going to be a mix of live sessions, just like we have met now on Zoom, and pre-recordings. Okay, so when there are pre-recordings, I'm going to post an activity for you for that day between 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning in the closed WhatsApp group that we have created for Sleepify batch. So every morning you'll get an activity for that day and you have to invest just 10 minutes every day. 10 minutes we can invest, yes or no? Because we have to do some work. It's not possible that we don't work at all and some magic happens, right? 10 minutes, I think, is very practical. 10 minutes can you give to work on your sleep? Yes or a no? Yes. What about others? There are so many people here. What about others? Yes, 10 minutes? That's all I ask you for. And the day we meet live, which is on Zoom, that day we are going to meet for 60 minutes. But I've kept the timings very, very convenient for all of you. And we are not meeting every day. We are going to meet only twice in a week for very powerful activities that we are going to do together on the live platform. So let me take you ahead. What is going to happen in the next 21 days from now? Everything is based on my happiness tripod formula. I really believe in the power of happiness. I say that our happiness has 3 legs, just like the tripod stand of a camera. Tell me, if one of the legs of the tripod is broken, would you be able to fix your camera and take a picture? If any of the legs of the tripod is not balanced or is broken, yes or a no, can you take a picture? Yes or a no? Come on, type in the chat box for me. No, right? They are interrelated. Same way, if you take care of your breath, your mind, and your sleep in your life, these 3 things, it covers everything. These 3 things, if they are balanced, you can click a happy picture of you every single day, right? So this is the happiness tripod on which Sleepify program is based on. Week 1, there are 3 weeks, right? In 21 days. Week 1, we are going to focus on rewiring our minds, which is neuroplasticity, creating new brain pathways. Now the brain is retrained to sleep well every night. So we'll do all the activities, all the exercises to completely rewire your mind. Week 2, we will focus on resetting the body clock, which is called circadian rhythm. It is our body's natural intelligence that makes us awake during the morning time and makes us sleep during the night time. So no struggle is really needed to sleep. It should come automatically, right? So that is how we are going to proceed from here by resetting the circadian rhythm. 3rd week, we are going to go in depth on improving the quality of our sleep. We'll renew the sleep through the power of many beautiful techniques. Again, all my teachings and exercises are based on the intensive study that I have done and the personal experience that I carry. I think that is what makes Sleepify a very unique program. It comes with my own personal experience because I have used all these techniques to improve my own sleep, and I've seen the immense outcomes it is having on the lives of others that I'm associated with. This gives me confidence to come up with lots of products under Sleepify. For example, we are going to learn world-class technique of sophrology to safeguard our sleep and start sleeping within 10 minutes every night. So I'm just giving you a glimpse so that you know what are the contents of Sleepify. So this is one of those. One is fire your fear. This is how to live a stress-free life where there is no worry of stress, no worry of sleep anymore. using my 2 secret techniques. Very powerful. This is what we do on day 1 of 21 days program. Fire your fear. How many of you have fear around sleep? So much, right? Anxiety and fear. So we'll start by removing this fear on day 1. It's a very beautiful, powerful technique, specially designed for insomnia. I'm going to take you through ancient Indian wisdom, how that helps us to sleep well. Let's learn from our Indian sages how they used to sleep every night. Do you think that our monks have a better mindset to sleep well? So the program is called From Monkey Mind to Monk Mind. What do you understand by monkey? Can you quickly type for me in the chat box? What's a monkey mindset? What's a monkey's characteristics? Restless, absolutely right. What else? Running, restless, yes. Jumping from one branch to another, right? Comparing lives to others, angry, complaining. That's how our mind is, isn't it? Racing mind, comparing our sleep, comparing our lives with others, always anxious, always angry, restless. And what's a monk mind? We all can't become monks, right? We are not going on mountains. We are a part of this materialistic world. But we can definitely have a monk mindset. What's a monk mindset? Relaxed, yes, peaceful, calm. Now tell me, do you think a monk mindset can sleep better than a monkey mindset? Do you think? Yes? Yes? Definitely, right? So what are those small things that we can do? What are those small actions that we can do every day that will help us to just become a monk who can sleep so well? So we are going to learn from our ancient Indian wisdom. We are also going to dig deep on our why to have a more meaningful life, because if our lives are meaningful, it affects the quality of sleep at night and vice versa. If you are sleeping well every night, why do you want to wake up? Why do you want to look forward to the day? Imagine yourself waking up to some beautiful purpose of your life beyond your work, beyond the mundane life, beyond the daily routine. Don't you think you'll be so excited to wake up and get going? And when you do that during the day, that is how you live. How beautiful can your sleep become? Both are so interrelated. And this is a powerful activity that I did for National Institute of Fashion Technology, NIFT Delhi, NIFT Mumbai, NIFT Kannur, Bangalore, Hyderabad. It was a beautiful activity. This is something I've not invented. This is something which I've researched. And this is a powerful tool that all the big corporates follow today for their own employees. IBM, Apple, they all are following this. And they take months and years to achieve their why of their company. But here we are going to work on our personal why. And in 1 hour of live session, you'll come up with your tangible why. Just like how I am living my purpose of life beyond my work, you'll also have a why with you. We are going to understand deep sleep stretches that again don't take more than 5 minutes before sleeping. But these are the proven stretches given by Harvard University that induce sleep naturally. And again, of course, this comes from India. But this has been researched by the sleep scientists in various top universities of the world. And I have picked up my favorite ones, that the stretches that have helped me and others. I'm going to teach you that. It's not a yoga exercise. It's not a yoga class, but it's going to be some deep sleep stretches that we are going to do in one of the live programs that will help your body to shift to parasympathetic mode, and that will induce sleep naturally. And then how can I not talk about happiness? Because happiness is what I believe in. Everything is about happiness. Happiness and sleep are interrelated. So you are going to create your personal happiness plan with me. Learn to be happy for no reason. Do you feel happy for no reason, friends? We are always waiting for some good news, some promotion, some happy thing happening around us to be happy. Do you want to be just happy and joyous from within? You might not be smiling or laughing, but you're just so happy from within. And do you think when you're so happy from within, sleep will become automatic? Yes. So this is a program which is a flagship course of Happiness Gurukul, which I intend to cover here. And then there are lots of gifts for you about healthy gut, happy mind, how you can take care of your gut that takes care of your sleep. I'm going to share 21 days tracker with you because we are going to track your sleep in 21 days. So this is an intensive workbook that we are going to have. And then you have this gift. You can have one-to-one personal session with me if you book for Sleepify. You will have a 30 minutes Zoom call with me where we are going to discuss your story. We are going to tweak it as per your needs, very customized plan. And then I'm always within reach. I talk to everybody. You get all my personal attention. So you will be changing your story just like I did. Now, let me show you quickly some testimonials from the past batches of Sleepify. These are some of the screenshots from my WhatsApp. And as you can see, the title, Sleepify 21 Days. So I understand you can't read everything, but just look at the pointer which I have marked, the pink arrow, and see what this lady on the first image says. She said she just slept and she left all the things in the kitchen. She couldn't wind up. All the kitchen stuff was at the platform, chutney, remaining veggies and all that. She didn't clean the kitchen. She felt so relaxed. She slept that night, felt good. And I think it was due to the exercise that we did yesterday. Can you see that? And the second one. See the second one. This is a doctor herself doing MBBS. She's, giving MBBS exams right now. She knows a lot about sleeping pills and she was almost about to start sleeping pills. And then she joined 21 days and now she started feeling better. And this was, I think, day 5 or day 6 of Sleepify I'm talking about. Now we have finished the entire batch, which concluded yesterday. I've got testimonials, but I didn't have time today morning to put those testimonials on the screen. So this was just the beginning. Can you see the first one? Just see the arrow in the end. I don't want you to read everything, but this person has described the entire sleep problem this person had since the school time, since his school days. And now he's saying, I hope you read this fully because he's written so much. Honestly say, all never ruin your sleep routine. It's important. You've given me another life. I'm just trying to take your confidence, to build that trust in you that the processes are going to help. And if they can change, so can you. And the 21 days programs are so exciting. They are fun as we improve our sleep quality. People wait for the exercise. You can see this person has written, can you tell about today's exercise, as I'm much excited about it. There is a lot of fear, friends. There's a lot of fear and anxiety around sleep. I want everyone to enjoy this journey and not have fear around sleep, because that's how I remember my struggle days when I used to be so worried about sleep all the time. Why not have some fun? Why not take life less seriously? Have big outcomes while we enjoy the process. So I've made those activities very engaging and very experiential. You can see this is day 15 of Sleepify. I did a poll and people said, yes, 50% or above. They have improved their sleep by 50% on day 15. Can you see? All of them have said 50% or above. And right now, before going ahead, I would like you to hear one quick, beautiful testimonial. I would love you to hear this.
हेलो श्रुति, कैसे हो आप? मैं भी ठीक हूँ. सॉरी मैं आपके मैसेजेस का रिप्लाई नहीं दे पाई और मेरा ये सेशन भी मिस हो गया कल वाला. मैं बस आपको बताना चाह रही थी कि मेरी नींद की क्वालिटी में काफ़ी ज़्यादा इम्प्रूवमेंट है. मतलब स्लीप जो है वो मेरी काफ़ी ज़्यादा साउंड हो गई है. जितना भी मैं सो रही हूँ तो उठने पे ऐसा नहीं है जैसे पहले होता था कि मैं सिर दर्द के साथ ही उठती थी मॉर्निंग में. बहुत अजीब लगता था कि मैं 5 घंटे सोई हूँ चाहे, लेकिन हेडेक के साथ ही आँख खुलती थी मेरी. वो सब चीज़ें अभी काफ़ी ज़्यादा कम हो गई हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत ज़्यादा मैं 7-7 या 8-8 घंटे सो रही हूँ. इतनी ज़्यादा नींद मुझे नहीं आ रही है अभी, लेकिन जितनी भी आ रही है वो साउंड स्लीप आ रही है और मैं रिलैक्स्ड फील कर रही हूँ. सिर दर्द नहीं होता, सबसे बड़ी बात है वो मेरे लिए. क्योंकि मुझे तो लगता था कि जैसे इस सिर दर्द के साथ ही मुझे आगे सारी ज़िंदगी बितानी होगी, किसी भी तरह से वो जा ही नहीं रहा था सिर दर्द। और आप बहुत ही डाउन फील करते हो अगर सुबह के टाइम उठते ही आप उठे हो, आप हेडेक के साथ ही उठे हो और आपको पूरा दिन लो एनर्जी फील होता है, फिर कुछ भी काम करने का भी मन नहीं करता। तो वो सारी चीज़ें अभी काफ़ी ज़्यादा बेटर हो गई हैं, लेकिन अभी भी मैं अपना 100% नहीं दे पा रही हूँ। मेरा बीच बीच में सेशन मिस भी हुआ है, तो बाकी मैं अभी रिकॉर्डिंग्स देखूँगी और उनको सबको प्रैक्टिस करने की कोशिश करूँगी। थैंक यू सो मच श्रुति।
Did you hear that? And friends, that was, as you can see on the screen, day 7 only. This person had headache, insomnia for last 7-8 years. She's on pills for anxiety and sleep. How powerful. I get all my energy from all these beautiful outcomes. This was some latest news that was there on World Sleep Day. So just to bring your focus back on the impact sleep loss has on the quality of our lives. All we have to do is take action. If I ask you, why is it that we all know so much, but when it comes to doing things, we don't know how to do? All of you are loaded with wisdom and intellect. You all are so well learned and well read, right? We know a lot today. So much information is around us. Then why is it that we are not able to do what we already know? Isn't it because of the missing inner and outer environment? So Sleepify gives you a very safe environment where we are a group of people working on the same goal. It's a beautiful journey because then you're not alone, you're with others, and we empower each other as we move ahead. We join hands and take each other forward in this journey. So whatever I've shown you, all the products, if I do the total, the value exchange comes at 8992, where you get everything if you enroll for 21 days program, a mix of live sessions and pre-recordings, 8992. If I ask you to pay only 29,999 for your sleep, do you think this is a good value? You have paid so much to so many people. If I tell you to pay just 29,999, would you think this is worth your sleep? Type yes or no. Yes, okay, good. So 2 people are in, right? Yes, but what if I tell you, you don't even have to pay this much? Since this is a workshop done for mindful living, where I'm also a student and a part of the community, I have just made it for 4,999. The value of which is just your maybe 2 lunches or 2 dinners, not even your vacation. Nothing for sleep, right? Sleep is invaluable. Can't put a price tag, but this is a small energy exchange for all the work that we'll be doing. 21 days, 21 activities comes at only 4,999. That's it. And as I say, sleep, but it is taking care of so many other aspects of our lives while we are going to work on our sleep also. Sleep is just automatic after all these things. And I wish I could show you the testimonials from yesterday night when the latest batch got over and everybody is so excited and happy. My WhatsApp is loaded with messages. So I feel full of gratitude. I really want to touch more and more lives. That's why I've kept it at only a very small price so that everyone can find it very practical. And to push you to take an action, there is going to be a GST attached after today, which is going to make it 5,899. And then you will also have a Calendly link in the closed WhatsApp group once you enroll so that you can have your personal session with me. Having said this, I can't stress enough that beyond these personal sessions, I'm working on every individual very closely. There are people whom I've spoken with at least 4 to 5 times in 21 days. on a personal call or a Zoom call. So to understand what exactly is going in your life when it comes to sleep, and we can work better that way. This is how your Sleepify calendar looks like. We are going to start from day after, from Monday, 17th of April. The red boxes that you see on calendar, these are the boxes when we are going to meet live. So Mondays and Fridays, 7:30 p.m. So once you have winded up from all your work, you can just log in, relax, and participate in the session. The day you're traveling or there is something that comes up, you can always take the recording. And you can always attend the same session in the next Sleepify batch. There are a lot of people in my current Sleepify batch who are repeating it for the second or third time. So our journey is not just getting over in 21 days. If you are benefiting, you're enjoying, and you want to keep coming in new batches, attend the live sessions, you're most welcome. You have my full 1 year support, full 1 year support. So if you want to repeat a session, you have missed a session, you can always attend again in the next batch, or you can take the recording. And rest of the days which are not marked red are the days when you are going to receive an activity from me in the group in the morning time as a pre-recording. So Mondays and Fridays, 7:30 p.m. So for those of you who would like to stay back and enroll, this is the number for you on the screen. And I'm here for next 10-15 minutes. If you have any query, I'll just allow yourselves so that you could mute yourselves if you want to ask anything. Just allow me a moment. Yes. So if you would like to ask anything, you want to share anything, you may now unmute yourselves. I'm here. For others, thank you for participating in today's session and giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge with you. And I hope the session added value in your life and that you will start working on your sleep from today. For the rest of you who would like to stay back and enroll, please do it for in the next 10 minutes from now. Meantime, you could put your query in the chat box for me or unmute yourself and ask. Thank you, Anjana. Thank you, Rupali. Thank you, Captain Shrikant. Thank you so much. Thank you, Manoj. Come on, friends, time for action. Once you have done the enrollment, you may type in the chat box, done. And soon we'll welcome you in the Sleepify group. And we'll meet day after, which is Monday at 7:30 p.m. for our first day. Then after Monday, we are going to meet on Friday at 7:30. So Mondays and Fridays online, the rest of the days, an exercise that you'll do on your own.
Shruti, Dayalji has a question.
Yes, Dayalji, please unmute yourself.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, please.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, like the amazing session you have, wonderful. You're sharing the world-class facilities with us. I think if there's one person who is a mastery of the sleep, I think it is you.
Thank you, Dayalji, for your kind
go on
words.
an international level. I think this.
Thank you.
I think I like the combination, this sophrology when Eastern and Western psychology is being embedded together. And along with you, that happiness project I did, amazing. I keep hearing those previous recordings, that happiness toolkit bonus, where you had specified this sleep things also.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing this and this meditation. You guys, I'd like to surely request you to share with us. All of a sudden, when you are in this meditation, you feel like bliss. And something positive happened, which I couldn't relate. Like it was something supernatural.
Wow.
But moment I was out of it, again in the worldly, this thing. Yeah. Okay.
Practice it every day, Dayalji. Just practice it every day.
Yes.
Slowly, you will just retrain yourself how to feel relaxed instantly whenever you want to. So that affects our sleep. It becomes under our control. We want to relax. Now we know how to relax ourselves.
Yeah. These are the beautiful combinations of meditations you have crafted, I would say. Like, it's a beautiful craft you have done it, even in the Patanjali's meditation. It's an amazing thing.
Thank you
Now,
so much.
now, there's one thing, like this
Yes.
lady, you gave her the feedback that she had a headache. Like my wife is having definitely this sleep problem, but she is somehow relating to the restlessness of the legs. So
Hmm.
I was a bit worried. There is always a fear when you say consequences of the sleep, but
Yes.
it's not in our control. It happens. So the fear increases.
Hmm.
और ये तो अभी problem है, तो इसका तो implications are so hard.
Hmm.
But then somehow it's like a very unusual thing. Moment she sleeps, suddenly everything starts, restlessness, headache, and then so many things. Moment whole night she's tossing around. I am like opposite. I am like I'll say lightly Kumbhakaran.
Yeah.
So moment is morning. Like I always go, how she moment she's back to normal. She's smiling.
So
Amazing.
Dayalji, yes, I heard you. So this is all because of all the sleep anxiety and the stress that we accumulate ourselves with during the day. That is what we are talking about when we talk about sympathetic nervous system. And the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So the day your whole day is going like that. So it also has a reflection at nighttime. So we have to retrain our mind, change the brain pathways, change the structure of our mind in such a way that all these are the symptoms and the side effects you're talking about. So when we are going to do, like, for example, this first day is about fire your fear. We're going to deal with all these fears that we have built up as we grow. Some of the people have something that happened with them in the childhood regarding to sleep, that they were not able to sleep well as a child because of some things that happened. Then they slept, but now as they grow up, the pattern comes back. So you have to go back, resolve those issues. And this first step is to get away with all the fears of your life. And when the fear is gone, these symptoms, they just lose their power. And they become less and less and less. And once that starts happening, you can then retrain your mind again to feel rested and sleep better. So I would say that if you like it, if you resonate with these things, let her enroll for 21 days. Would surely like to help her.
So somehow it is related to the subconscious mind.
It is related. Definitely, it is 90% is psychosomatic. Insomnia
Yes,
is psychosomatic.
Yeah. So it's mind body related, like two sides of the same coin. Correct. Now, when the mind is affected, the body is get affected either way. Now, in this case, could it be that body has that restlessness, so the mind get disturbed?
So one is you can get a sleep study done if you want to get a medical checkup done, if there is any other underlying medical issue.
No, those all doesn't say anything. Like they cannot
get a
build
sleep study done, but we are intelligent ourselves, Dayalji. You would know, one would know deep inside, is it a medical problem I'm having, or it is more to do with my psychology? It is more to do with my mind. And if the answer is that it is to do with the way I think, and that's why these things are happening, then this program is definitely for you.
Yeah,
but it's not a bad idea. It could be a restless leg syndrome. If there is anything underlying medical issue, I would suggest just visit a physician once. If needed, get a sleep study once, and simultaneously start working on these things also to improve the quality of sleep.
Okay.
Once that is ruled out, you then are sure there is no medical issue. Right?
Yeah, 90% is out, but anyway, still can be going deeper this thing. Yeah.
Let's get on a call. If you want, you have my number. Call me,
sure.
speak to me. I can talk to her, and then we can take a decision how to take it. Thanks for sharing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Friends, join Mindful Living and be a part of the community so that you get to know about all these great sessions that keep happening, and would love to see you there in the group.
Thank you.
That's all for the session today. I know I've taken a lot of extra time, but I wanted to share everything with all of you. On that note, I close the session for today, and I hope you all enjoyed the session and it was a value add.
Thank you, Shruti. We have many who have joined us, so you may want to just welcome many to the Sleepify workshop.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Hi, Shruti.
Yes. Hi, Minnie.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Nice. Minnie was part of the Happiness Project.
Wonderful session and look forward to spend some time with you.
Oh, great. Welcome on board. So happy to see you.
Thank you. Sorry, not audible, Shruti. You're not audible.
I'm not audible. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I can hear you.
Yes, I said great. Would love to have you back in the group.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Minnie.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you.
Thank you, Minnie. Thank you very much. And friends, thank you for joining us. Those of you who are watching the recording, you have time till end of day today to enroll for this Sleepify workshop. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Shruti, for such a wonderful session. I think this is an epidemic which is raging wide and impacting a lot of people, and your efforts in this direction, helping people sleep better and restore their health, is very, very powerful. So more power to you, Shruti, and God
Thank you
bless
so
you.
much, Ashish.
Have a
Thanks for
wonderful
the opportunity. Have a lovely day ahead, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.